And I remember him introducing himself with his pretty southern smile and accent. And I remember just sitting in the past, and my heart was on the floor. And I was just like, I need to know this man. But it wasn't like, but because of recovery and all that stuff, my thought, what was going on was like the universe, what I was feeling was like, I want to get to know this man. This is not going to be a cakewalk. This is not going to be a cakewalk. And he has a story. But you're going to be all right. And every chance during that trip, I had to talk to him. I would find a way to say something, to see how, just to chat. And then we finally had a talk after dinner. And I was just smitten. Articulate just reminded me of home. I felt peaceful. But instinct like, this is going to be work. This is going to be work. And then something told me, if you get his number, just stay in contact. It wasn't even about me putting in more work or him calling me, but it was just like, something was like, it's going to be all right. Just stay in contact. And so I stayed in contact. And the way I stayed in contact was just writing. Like I will wake up in the morning, I would be thinking about him, and I would just write what was coming to my heart from my soul. And it was just words of encouragement. And those words of encouragement was also helping me, because I wanted to see this beautiful black man succeed. So I just wanted, and so anytime I would wake up thinking about him, or these words be rolling, these feelings be rolling in my head, I said, I need to you know what I mean? I just wanted to stay connected and do whatever I needed to do. And then, he had his setback. But even in his setback, I didn't worry. Something said, he's going to be all right. He's going to be all right. Just keep doing what you're doing. Just keep doing what you're doing. And with the other stuff that he's getting from other people and people talk, just keep doing what you're doing. And so I did. And I prayed. I chanted for him. But it seemed like he's going to be all right. Then he came back, and I was like, see, there it is. He's going to be all right. And we text, and then in one of the texts, he texted me. He said, you're consistent. He said, you're consistent. And in my head, I was like, yeah. Yeah, that's one of my qualities. But I'm also consistent to you. But that's when, like, if I want something, I can be consistent, whether negative or bad. But yeah, and I took that as a compliment. I took that as him saying, thank you. Thank you for being, because me liking him wasn't even about his look, because that wasn't the first thing I knew. I just noticed his eyes. And then I had my own stuff come up with my family, finding out that my dad is not my dad, but my uncle is. And I just remember thinking of all the people I wanted to go, and something was like, no, ask so-and-so. It'd be a great opportunity for y'all to get to know each other. So I was like, yeah, all right, I will. Because I still didn't know him, but something was like, it's all right. I wouldn't even think about the call me pain. You know what I mean? It wasn't even, that never even. And I also, once I asked him, he said yes. I also had a conversation because I had a dream about it, and so I wanted to make it clear. Listen, this is not about no obligation. Don't feel like, because I was thinking like a straight man taking a woman on a trip, and she may think, oh, he's doing this, maybe he won't. So I communicated very well. This is us going as friends, so I don't want you to think there's an obligation. And we're two gay men. I don't want you to think there's an obligation and this, and it wasn't even there. But then I let fear take me out. Because what happened was, he was talking about some guy and something like that, and my jealousy came up. And it wasn't even about the jealousy. It wasn't even the jealousy. Because truth of the matter, it was abandonment. He's going to find someone else. He's going to abandon me. And so I was crying to my sponsor. And out of that fear, I told him how I felt about him. Out of fear. Out of fear. I told him how I felt about the CBS and Love at First Light and, this thing about and it was probably it was like, what? And he didn't say that, but in his head, he's probably thinking, what? That's when he said, no, I just see you as a friend. We're just friends. And I did take that as a rejection. And I was hurt. But at the same time, I was like, but I'm not trying to get in a relationship with this guy now. I just want to know that I have a chance. It's like, it's not about the now. Can I be a suitor? Can I be one of your suitors? And can the best man win? For me, it was just feeling like that I could be in the running. But I also realized I did that out of fear. And I wanted to back out of the trip because I was like, oh my God, I made a fool and this and that. But over that, I still had this sense, everything's going to be all right. It's not the end of the world that you told this man how you felt. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. So once I put that aside and something said, just stay the course. Of course, I didn't pull out the trip or even make a comment about, because I know it was just me, once again, coming from a place of fear and rejection and abandonment. So we went to Florida. Best decision. It was fun. He's a great guy. I learned a lot more about him, that I just fell more in love with him because he's a survivor. He's a survivor, and he has a good spirit. He may have some stuff going on, some darkness that he's got to walk through, the fire and all that, but underneath that, I see a good spirit. And I'm pretty sure because, addicts probably hadn't always been kind to people, or probably manipulated people and guys and all that. Yeah, I see all of that. But I also see the fire in him. I also see the beauty in him. I also see his soul and the potential for him to elevate. And so I want to be that person that supports that. And I know we've been talking a lot more because of the gym and stuff like that. He has a great laugh, great wit. And I like that. I like the past Because the past and what I know of him tells me he's a survivor. He's a fighter and he's not a quitter. Although a lot of the things he didn't quit on was negative, but he didn't quit. Now he needs to switch that negative, destructive behavior that he was so determined to do. Now use that same force to commit to behavior that is not self-destructive. But he's still caught up in that. The boys, the cute boys, the dark boys, the pretty boys. And I don't know if he can always distinguish and get out of his own way and realize a lot of those boys are going to take away your light. They're not going to allow you to grow or glow. Now, this person that's in recovery that I'm thinking of, it's not part of that. All these boys, I think, in recovery that I've seen, they all come across as tops, but maybe I could be wrong. I know I got sidetracked. So, yeah. Yeah. That's the man I'm in love with. As crazy as it is, that's what the universe has brought me. And that's why it's hard for me to walk away, because I keep thinking, no, I don't believe in coincidences. Just the way that fails to fairy tale. So it's hard for me to walk away from that, because something inside of me is saying, no, you don't, something worth having, you don't get it right away. Because if you get it right away, you don't appreciate it. So I'm in this for the long haul. I don't know how long. The universe will tell me. But the universe is telling me I'm not going to have you go after something if it's not attainable for you. That's not how we work. And we did tell you, this guy, this is not going to be a cakewalk. But the process. Trust the process. I think we'd be a great couple. I really, really do. I think we would be unbelievable couple. I really do. I would not sacrificing myself or my belief or who I am or dimming my light, but I would give him the world. I mean, he can get his own world, but the romance, you know what I mean? I'm not talking about dimming my light or sacrificing me. No. Make myself whole. He's just a great guy. I see it. I just see it. So I'm in for the walk, for the long walk, not, and just have faith, the process, because I really do believe there's a connection there. He may not admit it, but I do believe something is. I don't think I'm crazy, not in this incident. I don't think so. I don't think so.